Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector. And in this segment of 1 to scale military action figures takes, I am showcasing the arsenal of Pew Pews Swarm, uh, Swarm inspired Fang set. Now, notice how it's not a Cobra Fang. There's no Cobra symbols on it. They are Cobra symbol free. I specially requested for these for them because I know that I'm going to troop build some more of these swarm troopers when they become more available. I'm going to need some more scarabs, some more swarm troopers, and I'm going to arm them with all of what the arsenal of Pew Pews can do for me. And man, you know what's coming up next, aside from these fangs that they got. I asked them, I said, you know what, guys, your fangs are so good. They're so unworldly. So, like they look like they could be real weapons. They might as well be like G.I. Joe weapons or, just these are sci-fi weapons, right? These things come with vectors. So, you know what's coming next. I'm going to ask them for their versions of this colored vector. Swarm inspired, right? I love this. This is what's going to happen. Now, here's the thing for you, audience. You guys are helping me to participate in how I'm going to proceed. I already have an idea of how I want to do things, but I'm kind of curious as your guys' takes on this matter. So if you guys can, please, leave a comment and let me know which of the shades of yellow is the appropriate one for, uh, these swarm troopers, right? Now, there's subtle differences. I'm sure you see that one sticks up pretty bad. And this is the highlighter colored version. This is they gave me 3 to choose from. They go, yo, do you want this obnoxious highlighter color, which when you're first looking at this seems very highlighter-esque, right? So naturally, I was like, yeah, I think I would probably go with this. But because you know what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send these to you, and you give it, since they didn't have these figures themselves, you're gonna have to do the color congruency match yourself. And I'm like, all right, cool. Let me test. While this looks great, I don't mind it being as obnoxiously bright as it is because it's still color congruent in general. It is a shade brighter than, let's say, this version, which is the more subdued yellow, which is more in line with the actual color of said swarm trooper. So I would say this is the choice that I would go with. I think this is the direction that I want to go. Because again, I'm about color congruency, and if this is closer to this color, I'm gonna go with the color that comes closest because it makes more sense. But this isn't far off, in my opinion, except it's still obnoxiously bright. But there'll be a fan of these somewhere in the audience, and if you are, you let your boys over at the Arsenal of Pew Pews in Etsy know. You know what I mean? Or DM them in IG if you guys have your Instagrams, right? And check this out. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what about this one? What's the difference? There's a huge difference. It's just very subtle, though. What you don't see here is that this thing glitters. It's a glittery version. This is more of a subdued version. See? That's glitter, some twilight sunlight kind of glitter. And then there's the subdued. See? You're like, no, I cannot see. Open your eyes. Open your eye. Look, see? It's got texture. This does not have texture. Texture? No texture. See? And that's my point. I appreciate this color too, but I was appreciating this more. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Hang on. Yeah, my vision was good to go with this, except this time I'm going to make sure that they got Cobra Fang, the Cobra symbol on it for this. But the question is, should I go with one that still has yellow, or should it be a black symbol to make it stand out? But the thing is, it might have to still all be yellow. I don't know. You guys let me know. But this is the grainy one is what I had envisioned for this guy, since you know it's kind of cool. But because this matches this really cool obnoxiousness, which I like. Yeah, I like it. I could see them, messing with this because it's color congruent, right? But you would probably have to have a black cobra symbol just to identify that it's a cobra, but or another shade of this kind of thing to make it show up more, or something, or vice versa, something like that. I don't know. Either way, this is something I plan on getting for this guy because they don't have their version of anything yet. But in the interim, this was supposed to be specifically for the swarms. But that my point is, it still has this has synergy with other things. You know what I mean? Color congruency with other things. So yes, you can you know make this mix and match with other things if you're not a swarm trooper guy, Python Patrol kind of guy. You know what I mean? So yeah, this yellow works. You know what I'm saying? It works. But yeah, um, how you like it, folks? Let me know. Um, I'm gonna, of course, I'm gonna do a whole other video if and when it happens in the future, when I'm gonna special request vectors specifically for these guys. And I know they come with vectors themselves, but there's just something about them Arsenal of Pew Pew vectors to me that are that just hits a different way. You know what I'm saying? It hits like crack. You know what I'm saying? So actually, I wouldn't know because I never done crack, but I act like I do. Anyways, all right, folks. Well, that's all I got for this segment of 1/12 scale military action figures takes. And again, let me know in the comment section which shade of yellow makes the more sense: glitter, highlight, or subdued, or not subdued, but you know what I mean, just plain yellow. So, all right, folks, that's all I got for this segment of 1/12 scale military action figures takes. The Arsenal of Pew Pews Swarm Fang prototype edition. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector. And until the next video, folks, ciao.